Independent client, customer Goodman, Hamilton County. This is, first of all, I want to show you this is the master bath. Little different situation. This has a step out wall that you see here. And so what this alcove here is going to be is for a freestanding slipper tub. Now for freestanding tubs, usually we have to leave 42 inches of space here, but normally the tub has some kind of a shape to it. And that means that in the area you see there in the blue, there's not going to be any operational doors. With the layout of the pipes as we have them, we're going to need a 1-inch fill, a 27 vanity sink base, a 15 vanity drawer base, a 27 vanity sink base, and that will take us to within 27 inches of this left-hand wall. 2 faux doors at 24, so it'll be a 12 for each of those, 12 by 30. That's what he wants to put on front of that. And to make that look nice, we probably need to go ahead and build out the face of this all the way across and put a nice finished furniture piece on the front. If we want to do a toe area, at least we'll do the furniture piece around the void section. But this space here, overall, this length of wall is 97.5 from one side to the other. This is 21 inches even from the outside edge to the back. And again, this is just going to have a countertop that goes all the way across. This will be a voided section that's here to the left of this. Unless we can come up with some other way, I've got one idea that maybe we can get a kitchen sink voided corner section or a kitchen sink blind corner cabinet. We'll see about that fitting. Anyway, I've got the numbers on where the pipes are, so we know what we can deal with here. Let's go to the other bathroom. All right, so this is our other bathroom, full bath. Toilet flange here to the left. Center line of the plumbing is 16 inches. To the right is 14 for the cold, and to the left is 18 for the hot. So on this layout, perfect 30-inch vanity with a 1-inch filter to the right-hand side. So this is no problem at all as far as this layout. Let's go take a look in the kitchen. Okay, fireplace first. Fireplace layout on the left-hand side of the fireplace. I've got your drawing pinned here. 63.5, measured out 63 3/4, real close, no problem. All that will work. When I lay out the cabinet line out, that receptacle is just fine. It's right where it needs to be. It's about 5 inches to the right of the center line of the cabinet. So it's going to show up inside the bottom of the cabinet. The return is 28 inches on both sides, so no problem there. Other side of the fireplace here, we've got one little issue we need to look at. So if you want a symmetrical layout, here again, we were at 58 and some odd inches there. So I had 2 27s and a 2-inch filter, which makes that 29 inches. When I pull 29 inches from that wall, it comes right down the center of that particular outlet, right down the center of it. So to do the symmetrical layout, that electrical outlet needs to be moved 5 inches to the right, somewhere in this area. I wrote it on the wall. To where everybody will know, cab box is right down the center of that box. And again, there's your layout for that. Okay, move on in here to the kitchen area. A couple things to note. Very first off is the center line of the plumbing. You've got the plumbing, the hot and cold valve, dead center of that wall, okay? So all we're gonna have to do is move our cabinets out about 5 inches from the layout. That gives you more room in the inside to walk, so no problem. But that is also gonna mean that the change is gonna be here. This is 46 inches from this wall to outside corner to the corner inside. This is 16 3/4 from the corner to the outside of that wall. And so we're going to have to make this a void section, or we're going to have to shorten the cabinet and slide it out with the backs of the other cabinets. So again, that's one thing there. The other thing to notice is that's a 3-inch flange. Most of the time underneath the sinks, we have a 2 at the most, 1.5 inches a lot of times. That is a 3-inch flange that's underneath here. So when we go to put this in, most of the guys don't have a 3.5-inch hole saw kit on their truck. So make sure we bring a 3.5 to 4-inch hole saw kit to cut that out with. Also, scutcheon plates and stuff, you're going to have to special order a wall plate for something that big to hide the hole in the bottom of the cabinet. These are normal. That's no problem. But this guy here is large. It's going to have a separate, larger hole opening for the installer to know, larger hole opening. And then also for the plumber, he's going to have a larger scutcheon that'll cover the opening we have to make in the bottom of the cabinet. Now let's talk about over here on this side. Of course, the refrigerator's on the right. Got plenty of room for the return against this right-hand side. That's 40 inches on that wall. And if you look right here, we start off with a 4-inch filler. And then we did a 36, 30, 24, 24 tall cabinet, 24 deep cabinet front to back. I went with a 3/4 inch end panel, and then that's where the drawing had to change because the center of this pipe, we put a laser right on that. The center of this pipe is at 95 inches. And so 95 inches to the right-hand side lays out with a wall 33/48. That's the stack cabinet right up against your panel. Down here, it's a 27 microwave cabinet, and then we're going to need the electrical outlet added right where I drew it. It is 47 inches from the right-hand wall to the center of it. 110 20 amp plug with a home run. That's for the inside of the microwave cabinet box. This will turn into a 9-inch pull-out cabinet. Instead of a 12, it'll be a 9. This will be your 36-inch drawer stack. Let me write that on there. I didn't see it. 36 drawer base. Up here, take a look. 27 microwave, 9-inch base, 36 drawer stack, 36 base to the left, 33 double oven cabinet, and about, they said 13, it's about 14 and a half. So we'll go over here and take a look at the notes on this one. Here's the end of the cabinet boxes here. Same thing here, end of cabinet box of 182 from the right-hand wall. That's 14 and a half inches between the crown mold or the trim of the window and the end of the cabinet. And it's 196 1/4 to the right-hand corner to the window trim on this kitchen. Yes, this particular box is dead behind the oven cabinet. If you want us to pull it through and cut it out, or if you want to void it before we come, that is going to get covered. The end of the cabinet comes to here, so if by code you need one, it'll have to be to the left of that stud right there, to the left side of that stud. Now over here, you got your gas, you got your igniter. That's all grid. You got your pot filter. We talked about that. It's to the left of center line, so a foldable faucet. And looks like that's an 8-inch pipe that we've got up there for the exit. And again, that's going to be some kind of a decorative hood. So nothing for us. We're going to leave 42 inches of space there for a 36-inch decorative hood above that. Talk about the turnout here on the island. You take a look, 16 3/4 our return. We had done this with a blind corner cabinet. That's going to have to change probably to a drawer stack here to the left of the sink and a voided corner section to the inside. And then this whole section gets pushed out 5 inches. But when we're looking at overall from the corner of this to the end of this panel is 108 inches. Now mark that here on the floor. There's your dishwasher. Here's your end panel, and 44 inches is what you have left from the end of the end panel to the end of the wall. So pretty straightforward on that part. This got a little dicey and tricky. We had to double check some of our measurements. That's good we did. But if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Here I left your sample pack. Some of our literature, and then I did order you a Tiffany on maple sample. That is the color that we're going to be looking at for the cabinets. And I'll also leave you another brochure here, another catalog brochure. And we have the 5-piece Chiswick front on that cabinet with the same top molding treatment. Here it is, which is this one right here. So that top molding treatment is a large cove with a step up, but you only have 6 inches, so that starter trim right there, and then the large cove on top of it. And then this is a 5-piece drawer head, and it's in the Chiswick door design, in the Tiffany finish color. Right there. Tiffany. All right. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to give me a call. Hope the paperwork helps. I hope the video helps. 423-650-1051. Have a great day.